Welcome in, builders. We're going to take a look at the demo for War of Banners. Imagine if Bannerlord and Battle Brothers had a child. I think that's kind of what we're going to see here. You can read about what's in the demo. I believe it is limited to 50 in-game time days. I don't know exactly how long that is, but we're just going to do a light little checkout here and see how it's coming along. We'll start a new journey. I'm in Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. We're going to play these guys. Lesserod. A resilient faction rooted in a deep, dense forest. Though sharing some of the same ancestry as the Aldenreich, they have walked an independent path through the centuries of fierce friction amongst their shared borders. Their soldiers raised clearing rugged woodlands with axes, and their seasoned scouts adept with crossbow and throwing weapon, display an unyielding resilience against any foe attempting to breach their borders. Cool. I played maybe 5 minutes just to make sure things were going to record okay, so I have at least that much info. We have different scenarios that we can start with. The top 2 are recommended for beginners, and then apparently there are other things. We're going to go ahead and just do Dissolute Vagabond. In the bustling marketplace, a lord of fine attire was mercilessly lashing a wretch prostrate in the dirt. Hidden in the shadow of an alley, you watched the grim spectacle unfold. Before such absolute might and authority, the daily honest toil and the very lives of the peasantry weighed less than a single feather. If a life of fierce struggle in the gutter would only end in being trampled by the powerful, it seemed far better to abandon honest labor entirely. In the end, rather than tending to your family's daily toil, you chose to align yourself with the ruthless who wielded the lash. Thus, your story took root. We got temperament. We get mercenary movement, company movement speared, 10%. Less hiring costs, less daily wages, and we have a little more food consumption. And then we have at 18, we're on the run. In the pouring rain of a tavern's back alley, blocking the path of a drunken passerby just to line your purse proved to be your undoing. The moment you roughly grabbed him by the collar, a grand and noble quest was clearly revealed through his crumpled garments. It was the moment you realized he was a nobleman far beyond your station. Through the sound of rain, memories of the brutal floggings and screams you witnessed in the marketplace a few years ago flashed through your mind. Blinded by sheer terror that you would be beaten to death in the same manner if caught, you lost control. When you came to your senses, a corpse with a snapped neck lay on the ground before you. From that moment, you took the dead nobleman's sword and fled. Every footstep cutting through the night sounded like pursuers seeking your life. With no thought even of the safety of your parents you left behind, you began to aimlessly in aimless flight to a distant land where no one knows your name. Looks like we have a balanced falchion as maybe some starting gear. Okay, here we get our character. We can randomize them. They have traits. It seems like we always get Idler. I think that's just what we got from our pick there at the beginning. And then these traits can change. So stamina regen, health. We have less cognition. We have lower experience gain and less daily wages. You know what? I think that's going to be just fine. Age 20, we're a dude. Sure, let's not do the ponytail though. All right, we're Daryl of Darren. Yes. We need a beard though. We're too young for a beard? There you go. Got to get that beard in there. And you know what? Sure. I don't normally go redhead, but all right. Babel builder. Done and done. You can randomize this. It will randomize these. I'm not going to do it because those look fine from what I know. We can change our banner, of course. Mushrooms, a skull. There we go. We like roses. Go ahead and start our campaign. We have 50 days. Got it.
The Empire has fallen, and the old laws have scattered like charred fragments of parchment. Now the land is choked with the ambitions of those wearing crowns and the screams of those sacrificed to feed them. To some, war is glory, but to men like us, it is survival. Yesterday's brothers lie in shallow graves. Today's blades are sold for a handful of gold. But look closely at those who now gaze down from the high battlements. They too began as someone's knight or someone's sellsword. For in times of chaos, blood-soaked soil is the land of opportunity. Will you kneel and swear your fealty? Or will you seize the crown for yourself?
Sounds pretty nice.
Take up your sword. Let your banner take root in this land.
All right, not a bad little intro movie there. War of Banners. Kind of looks like the Minas Tirith fight. Okay, so here we are. This is us, and it looks like we are just ourselves. We're definitely going to want to grab some other people to definitely not get stabbed for me. We zoom out. Very Bannerlordy feeling map, if I have to say so. Not a bad thing, but just a note. In this game, every time we move, the world progresses. So think about it like games that allow you to like have time pass with ticks. That's what's going on here. So if I stop moving, if I don't tell the game to continue, then it will pause time. Let's just run straight into this town we started near. I want to get a couple hirees if I can. Okay, we're in town. There's various things we can do here. We can leave, we can stay, we can go to the keep, we can go to the residential district. Let's actually not do that yet. Let's see if there's anyone to hire. Commercial district. There's a general trader, a weaponsmith and armorer, a slave market, and a guard. Okay. And a temple. We can get married. We can negate our marriage. We have a brotherhood pact. We can convert. Yeah, I think different areas of the map have different religions. All right, but what I want is the tavern. So here, people that we can possibly hire could be hanging out. We'll go ahead and greet Lucy, daughter of the blacksmith. Hello, Lucy. Pleased to meet you too. And Sarka.
Greetings, friend.
Pleased to meet you too. All right, we can click on them and see what they are. So this is the daughter of the blacksmith. Looks like she has a blacksmithing hammer. She has a liege and a sworn brother. Food, has a silver cross. She is the Skyroot faith. Oh, I like that grape one there. Nice. Okay, that's possible. And then we also have Sarka. Glass bead, silk, wool, a bronze mirror, a suspicious vial. Okay, you seem a little, yeah, different faith here too. All right, so if we wanted to, let's say we wanted to get Lucy because she actually has a weapon rather than a stick. If we click hire, the tavern door creaked endlessly as it opened and closed. Each time it swung open, the cold night air of the city entered along with unfamiliar faces. With every new arrival, the tavern's attention briefly turned towards them before scattering again. Lucy sat on a spot with a clear view of the door and entrance. It was unclear whether she was waiting for someone or avoiding something, caught in a web of uncertain intent. So we can see up here, she's got a couple traits, and let's buy her a drink and hear her story. That tells us some of their traits. I wonder if I do that twice. Okay, it will. We can just get her toasty and we can learn all about her. As she drank the second cup, her face was infused with excitement of an explorer. She said she would gladly join if you're pursuing a dangerous expedition or an escort mission. She's confident she has knowledge, but also combat skill. So let's see. Blacksmith. Having tempered their patience like steel while hammering iron before a scorching furnace, they possess a master's touch. They understand the structure of weapons through and through, allowing them to repair broken equipment as if it were new. And she has a hunter's instinct, which apparently is extra range, good stamina, and blade talents, I'm just guessing. All right, 442 to hire you. You're hired. All right, I'm gonna leave out of there. Let's see what you actually had. So here's our starting sword. Let's replace our knife. She has a heavy blacksmith's hammer. Okay, now you said blades, so she's really good at blades. I assume that's like a talent tree or something. And her only stat is good stamina. All right, maybe we give her the blade that we started with. We are apparently good at throwing, footwork, and siege engines. Well, that's not a very great start. All right, let's do that since she's apparently good with blades. And then let's go to the commercial district. And I saw there was a slave market. Bendronka runs that.
Can't find better prices anywhere.
And there are 2 people here. We have an extra knife, so I kind of want to give it to someone. Some melee accuracy. You have good combat. You like heavy weapons and stewardship. All right, you're the cheaper of the 2. You're in. Well, you're a prisoner. Cannot sell. Oh, maybe you don't do what I thought you did. Let's see. So are you not here? No. Here. Capture prisoners and place this slot. Prisoners can be sold to slavers or periodically persuaded to join your units as mercenaries. Given enough time, they may lose their bonds and escape. Enemies with less health, or stunning them, or unhorsing them. Okay, so reserve units, combatants, jailer, and prisoner. I want you to join me. All right, apparently he's not willing to do it right now. The higher your title, the more banners you can fly. We don't have a banner. Okay, color me disappointed. I didn't think we were gonna have to do some weird conversion thing. All right, well, I guess that's the end of my money. If he converts, we'll have a another person. Are we looking for something? Yeah, got a quest for me. Slavomira led the way into a quiet back alley, rubbing their hands anxiously. She pulled the collar tight and began to explain in a desperate voice the recent threat looming over the village. I beg your pardon for troubling you, my lord. Though we dwell within the Lord's domain, the village lies far outside the outskirts and no proper watch reaches us. Near the ruined shrine behind the village, rough men have been gathering in groups. Each night they light torches and menace us with their presence. They could not hide their unease and describe in detail, based on the witness accounts, the raiders' behavior and habits. They stressed their ruthlessness and pleaded for swift action. We ask for nothing but for those bandits to be dealt with. Please, before greater harm comes, drive them out. Observe their garments and conduct carefully. Hunt down the villagers who plague us. Okay.
My only hope.
And Sarka, yeah, what do you want? At the edge of the village, Sarka is wrapping up their chores in the corner of the yard. Wiping dirt-colored hands on their tunic, they straighten up and continue to speak to you. Truth be told, I have a favor to ask you. Lately, my garments have been wearing thin, which has been a worry. In the past, I would have simply gone to the market and bought a bolt of cloth, but with things how they are these days, I have no choice but to weave it myself. So it so happens that there's some flux growing near the village. If you could harvest some for me, it should be enough to make a new fashion of clothes. Okay, we'll do that too.
Be careful.
All right, that's all the quests that we have. We'll leave the castle. All right, so we need to pick up flax. And we're looking, okay, here we go. That's our fight, it appears. Let's head that way, but via grabbing the flax, I think. We'll take the fight and then we'll circle back around. Can we go faster? Hoppy hop. Yes, yes we can. Well, that noise is a little loud. Can we turn that down a little bit? Sound effects. Game it's in its full is pretty loud. Why? Okay. The mushroom man, come here. Okay, let's go back to normal speed here. I want to go deal with you. Company size 2 rabble ambushers. Now, are you running from me, or are we just happen to be going in that direction? I think he was running from me. The hostile force faces your blade. You can launch an immediate attack and begin the battle. We have 10 and they have 6. I hope that's like power level or something. This could be rather awkward. I was really hoping to have 3 people. I was really hoping. Okay, we've got our blacksmith and you. Let's take the high ground. You have to click Z to move. I think that's a little weird. There's also a facing thing, so let's turn around and let's see if they'll come to us. I have no idea. Okay, they will. You have a crossbow and a bow. Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez, slow your roll, man. Okay, well, so much for wanting to stand back. Okay, this is going to cost me 15 stamina to run to here. Then we have cleave, flesh cleave, and obstruction. Splits the target. 69, nice accuracy. 75% damage to light armor. We have flesh cleave. Bleed, it could do bleed. Damage to light armor. Stamina cost is 14 versus 10. Okay. And then obstruction delivers erratic attacks to disturb an opponent's composure. Persistent harassment prevents the use of tools. Okay. Let's go ahead and just see if we can hit you. Once you target an enemy, you get to pick where you want to swing. So we could go after his legs, his torso, his arm, or his head. I would much prefer... Let's just go for the best hit. So arms or torso, we'll do the torso. Okay. All right, she's stronger than she looks apparently. Are you just dead? I think he's just dead. She just murked a dude. Okay. He's got a crossbow. I think we're gonna run all the way here. Can I turn around? Yes. Oh, that uses stamina too? Wow. Okay, and then... oh, I should have put on the blacksmith hammer. I thought I did. Alright, because he has the crossbow, I'm gonna have to rush him. That's not what I wanted to do, but... Significant fatigue. Yeah, but just do it. I don't want him to shoot me with a crossbow. And we don't really have the fatigue for anything else. Alright, done. Okay, broke my armor. That's terrible. Alright, swing at him. Armor broken, great. And we're pooped. Okay, here. Let's see if we can get maybe that bleed to happen. Mortally wounded. Alright! We win! Fierce battle has ended in victory. Across the silent battlefield, countless corpses and spoils of war lie scattered. We could desecrate the bodies and thoroughly loot them, or we could tend to the dead and depart. I need money because we invested in something horrible. A minor wound. Enemies killed 1. We got some experience. Damage dealt. Damage received. Okay, we'll take their monies. No extra prisoners. I hope he joins us. 11 hours till our next persuasion, apparently. Well, dang, I was hoping we could just purchase and free and then have another person, but obviously too smart for me. All right, so do I need to do something with that wound? Also, damage to light armor is lowered. Damage to heavy armor is raised. Has extra head accuracy. You actually have 3.5 stamina, 3.2, so not much more. And it has a trait. Oh, I want to know what that short weapon. Rather short for use on horseback. Okay, let's try that. Then again, I doubt we're going to be finding anyone heavily armored. Maybe we'll stick with our knife. Okay, so we managed to do that. Let's go grab the flax. I don't know if we need to see a healer, but we'll look at that, I suppose. We definitely don't want to take another fight, that's for sure. Pierced abdomen. A sharp weapon has been driven deep in the abdomen, then withdrawn. Life is in critical danger until the wound heals completely. 2 days and 17 hours. The Battle Bros. The Battle Bros DNA is showing. That was brutal having ranged characters as our first fight. That was absolutely brutal. All right, we'll actually go quicker. I'm not looking to start any fights. We're just going to grab the flux for that quest. I haven't ran across anything that is hostile, but that doesn't mean there isn't one. Isolated Night Fortress. Rebuilding this location after capturing the governing fief will deploy an additional garrison to the territory. Okay, would be useful. not for me at the moment, because I think we're a little ways away from capturing fiefs, if I'm going to be honest, as we're out here harvesting flax. It is Beta, daughter of a blacksmith. Hello.
Thanks, friend.
Looking for something? Yeah, we got a quest. Wants me to gather more flax. Okay, we'll accept that quest. I can't just turn it into the flax I have. You want different flax? Not that flax. All right. We'll turn in the one we have. We have 261 bucks. Okay, residential deliver goods. Oh, not even a thank you, Sarka? Not even a thank you? Okay, commercial district. Okay, general trader, weaponsmith, armor, slave market. What do we have at the general trader? Large supplies. Okay, so we have some rice, which we're eating. We're about halfway through it. And we have some small supplies, which I assume is our, like, repair materials. Next time I need to buy food. Small portions of pickled fish is the cheapest thing here. Okay. We're not out yet, though, so let's hold off on that. They have some various weapons, it looks like. A militia pike. One-handed spear. Thrust. Chain pierce and lunging thrust. Okay, I mean, that sounds really good, actually. And it's pretty cheap. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay. That was nothing that involved healing or anything, though. Does the temple have healing? Conversion? No. Okay, I guess we're just really, really wounded. I guess we could pass time. We may as well go do this little quest, so. Okay, we'll throw on our militia pike. 27 to 37 damage. So less damage than a kitchen knife. I don't think that's how militia pikes probably work. But extra damage to light armor is probably exactly what we want at the moment. So, all right, we are not in shape to take a fight. So we'll just go do these chores, I suppose. We can pick up this extra flax. I did see, was that another quest maybe? We'll see what he wants. Hello.
To our village.
Gather more flax. Okay. Apparently, we used to be Bannerlords, but now we are flax farmers. But I can't complain too much. At least it's something we can do while we're injured and healing. I didn't notice what day we started, but it's the 25th at the moment. If she needs 2 full days to heal, that's gonna suck. I hope this other guy joins us. Okay. Flax. Okay, is that everything? We have one more flax on the board. I don't think that was the one that we needed for town? Question mark? Okay, and that was residential. No, it was not residential. Okay, who needed the flax? Okay, you are this guy. Okay, go talk to him. I got your flax, buddy. Thank you for your 112 bucks. All right, well, at least we're not going to starve to death. Speaking of which, how we doing? 12 food left, so I should probably buy some more food. A forgotten battlefield. There we go. As you pass through a site littered with the scars of battle, you sense movement beyond the rubble. You stop in your tracks and reach for your weapon. Soon, a group waving tattered banners emerges from amongst the collapsed ruins surrounding you. The man leading the group slings a corpse over his shoulder and grins. Looks like we're robbing the living instead of the dead today. Without a word, they radially close it out. Can we fall back? We're gonna take a wound for that? Oh. Oh my goodness, that sucks. So we have a ruptured ankle ligament, 1 day and 9 hours. We have a pierced abdomen and a damaged palm. All right, well, we're not going to be taking any fights. So much, geez, so much for that. I thought that was maybe a loot site or something. Artisan's Forge. All right, he has a expensive piece of armor. Yeah, well, good luck with that, bud. Okay, where is my person? Back this way. Okay, we'll run over there. Yeah, the stylized art is kind of interesting here. I like it. It's a little painterly almost, but at the same time not being like crazy. Okay, that you were not the person to turn into apparently. Return to Elornia. Okay, that one was in here apparently. There you go. Got it. Nobody else has a quest though. That means we probably need to travel. Guard post. I don't remember seeing that, so they must have fixed that. Caravan waypoint. Mend gear.
Looking for weapons.
Okay, nothing is damaged. That's good. General trader. Okay, we could buy some grapes that are cheaper. Okay, small portion or a large portion. Unless, okay, but okay, if this was 4 times, that'd be 100 and something. 5 times would be like 130. Okay, I think these are linearly priced. I don't think we're actually saving any money. Unfortunately, we have 568 bucks. All right, we'll take a large portion of grapes, please. Charcoal. Okay, so probably can do trade if we wanted to buy things. All right, we'll get out of there. Get out of there. Is there anyone else who wants to be hired? Hello.
Welcome back.
Okay, we already know about you. The silver sword. We're definitely not going to be able to hire you. 12,000. All right, that's a no there. Okay, we are broke. We are really broke. What is my daily pay? Does it tell me? Does it show me wages? Not here. Diplomacy, quest, company. I know we had some amount we were paying her. Okay, don't know. 2 hours until we tried to persuade Meinhard. Come on, Meinhard. Think about all I've done for you and join me. Okay, where are we gonna go? That or that seem to be our 2. That maybe is a siege symbol, so I'm gonna head this way. Let's head towards that, because there's no more missions here, and we're gonna need to do missions if we want to make money. Okay, so a long way to travel. The Wayside Shrine. Well, you know what? Let's get ourselves in even more trouble. Along the secluded roadside, a statue stands inside an ancient shrine. Though weathered by long years of wind and rain, its shape remains distinct. And even amidst the mossy crevices, traces of someone having carefully wiped it clean can be seen. An old man sitting at one side of the shrine raises his head at the sound of your presence. It's been a long time since anyone walked this way. Who takes care of the statue? There's no designated person. Those passing by simply care for it a little on their way. Rising from his seat, the old man pulls a silver coin from his bosom, places it beneath the statue, and slowly sets off on his way. Left alone, you gaze quietly at the statue. The setting sunlight lightly brushes its smooth surface. A few silver coins placed beneath it glint faintly in the soft light. We could rob them or offer a prayer. We get piety points. So I guess maybe religion's a little bit important in this one. However, what is religion? Can I eat it? I'm going to take the money because we are poor and we need to eat food and pay injured blacksmiths. I'll definitely say that the fighting mission we did definitely did not pay an amount that would be commiserate to the damage we took from I think it was a bow, a thrown weapon, and a crossbow, I think is what all hit me there. Or no, I guess the crossbow didn't get a shot off, luckily. Okay, there's some people here. Hello. Oh, you got a little caravan. That's cool. Oh, it's a castle. Apparently, oh, is it night and that's why I can't go in these other places? Okay. Okay, so there's a little bit more of a day-night cycle going on here. Very Battle Brothers. All right, well, I guess let's just stay. What's that do? We're staying. It's currently, night. Okay, let's fast forward. We could go even faster because it's night, I guess. We'll wait till it's morning. Morning. All right, does that wake the town up? So cancel that. Yes, it does. Okay. All right, so town closes at night. That makes sense. There's a keep. What's in the keep? The steward. They're a steward. They're a noble. They're unlucky and feeble. They've been taught how to stand above others since birth. The potential inherent in their noble bloodline holds the possibility of excelling in every aspect. Narrow vision. Okay, I don't think we have anything to do there. Did our guy decide to join us? I assume we'd get a pop-up, right? I'm gonna take that as a no. But we can talk to him. Bound in heavy bonds at the center of the marching column, the prisoner steps aside from the procession at your summons. As you approach, Meinhard instinctively straightens his posture, unable to conceal his tension. The sheer resolve in his eyes, despite the grueling march, makes one thing certain. If brought to your side, he'd make a stalwart companion. Standing in your shadow, Meinhard quietly casts his gaze downward. He has not begged baselessly for his life, yet his desire to avoid provoking you needlessly is plain to see. To drag him along like mere baggage, only to dispose of him later, feels like a waste of his true worth as a soldier. Permanently increases the chance to persuade this prisoner if we share a cup. Oh, we have to pay for this? Okay, well, definitely was a mistake to purchase. So we would need $800 to try to hire the person that we paid for. All right, so much for that idea. Slave market, we're selling you off. What a loss. What a loss. But that's not going to happen. He's not worth $800 just to start with. So, so much for that foray, I suppose. Okay, we don't have any gear that needs to be mended. None of you heal though. Trade, stay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Heal.
At your service.
Okay, these suck. Heal and heal. All right. Hopefully that means I'm going to be able to fight now. Okay, that's my experience. Okay. We should be able to fight again. We'll see if we can find a mission.
Hey there, stranger.
We have $82. What do you got? More flax. Okay. You know, demo is demo, right? So hopefully we'll see a lot more variety on missions. I mean, even if it's the same thing, just put a different name on the item I'm picking up. Makes it feel a little bit better than running around picking flowers constantly. All right, hopefully we'll be able to find a combat mission. I mean, I guess the ideal would be we do something that earns enough money that we could get a third companion, and then we also get a combat. We should also probably double check our food. How much have we nibbled through that already? Okay, we're almost finished off the rice. We got multiple days left on the fruit. At least the food timers seem to be a little more reasonable. Hello?
Welcome to our village.
Hello, yes. There we are. Eliminate the mushroom crew. I'll accept. Okay, let me go turn in this flax. Residential. Oh, were they not here? What do you got? More flax. I'll accept that. Did the person I was doing that for leave the castle? Oh, I didn't have all of them. Must have been down this way. Or it was that one. Okay, we'll grab this one, we'll get that one, and we'll swing down to the mushrooms. All right, am I able to just cross the river? No. Ooh, that's brutal. Okay. And change of plans then. Can I see what you have? Okay, you show a knife. Is that true? 4. Okay, good. Maybe this isn't going to be as bad as the last one, because that last one was brutal. All right, let's wait. Let's wait. Oh, it's just one of them. Perfect. Okay, so they're moving like 4. I'm going to let them come up to us. So we're going to let him have the first swing. 2 swings, apparently. Okay, we took a little bit of a hit, and our armor's pretty damaged, but now we should be good. So we could either cleave him or flesh cleave. I think we just want to use the cleave for the best chance to hit. Only 32, huh? Armor's broken. All right, let's try the bleed then. Okay. All right. Perfect. The fierce battle is ended after a silent battlefield, countless corpses and spoils. I'm definitely taking everything. I don't know what else to say. Imperfect wooden Pavai's shield and some small supplies. Yes. Can I combine you? No. Okay, the real question is, did she take a wound? I should double check that. Nope, nope. Click to level up, and we are not wounded. Select stat to enhance. Reaction speed. I wonder if that's your defense, technically. Ranged accuracy, cognition, vision, stamina. We'll take some stamina. We'll take melee accuracy. Oh, I see. So these are all just randomized, huh? I guess we'll take mounted. Okay, a little bit of damage, but otherwise is able to fight. Hang on, stop running. Stop running. Give me that flax. And we're gonna need to go to that flax. Wraith of the Marsh encampment. I don't think that one's for us. I don't think that one's for us. Okay. Just like in Battle Brothers, that's really brutal when a random objective spawns close to the town you're in, but across a body of water. That is pretty brutal. It's way too bad that that guy was going to cost me $800 to maybe get a chance to recruit after already paying to get him. That's pretty brutal. Maybe, I guess, if you found like a noble or something, that might be worth it. Something along those lines. All right, we're delivering and delivering. And we have no other quests to do. We got 559 bucks. We have some food. All right, let's see if there's anyone to hire then. All right, you have 3 traits. Now, I guess we don't know if those are good or bad, right? Like, it could be anything. Okay, and those are not the same name. So, what do I know about you? Preferred items is fish. Okay, so I assume that means he'll be like happier or something if we give him fish. I see. These aren't items they have. These are items they want. All right, well, you know what? Mr. Fish Locker. Hello?
Friend.
Yeah, hi. The tavern floor is littered with dust, sawdust, and sticky traces of spilled drink. Guests clink their cups together, briefly savoring brief moments of release. This place felt ruled more by instinct than by order. Amongst the chaos, Dragomil sat firmly at the old table. Dragomil's rigid posture spoke of the habit of vigilance, and Dragomil seemed almost given purpose amidst the tavern's disorder. Okay, we can afford him. Let's buy him a drink. He's a brawler. Toughened their bodies in the lawless brawls of back alleys. Though they possess no refined martial arts, their speed at driving a fist in the enemy before them is faster than anyone, and he has good reaction speed. Buy him another drink. He's good at combat. I think you're in, friend.
I've been expecting.
A new member joined the company. Yes, yes. All right. I want this. He's a glutton. He eats extra food but has extra health. Right now he has punch, 10 to 10 damage. We're not really interested in 10 to 10 damage. So we'll give you the knife. All right. And no missions here, unfortunately. I think we might have to travel again. We have some food and we have some supplies. And we also got that shield. All right. Babel will take the shield. Little spear and shield action, not bad. All right, yeah, I guess we out. No way to make money here. I guess we could try.
Money is welcome here.
It's worth $1. I don't think that's worth selling. I think I'd rather just use that on somebody. All right, if we see somebody with a quest, we will take it. Okay, something here with maybe an arena or something, and there's also a town over here. Let's head this way. Maybe we can see what that other symbol. I'm gonna guess that means they're under siege. Do you have a quest? What is your quest? Hello.
Pleasure meeting you.
Deliver one-handed sword. Raggio's shield of loyalty is leaning against the entrance of the outpost, then turned to you as he spoke. Have you not the novice guardsmen in the village greatly increased of late? Yet the gear they bear is all ancient and worn, barely fit for training. They cannot stand. This must step forth and acquire better equipment for them. No thanks. I can't afford that. He wants me to buy equipment for him. All right, there's a gang of mushroomers. I just like to think that they're actually a gang of mushroomers, like that's their gang name. The mushroomers. The mushroom men. They're getting chased all over the place. They're really not probably worth robbing, if I'm being honest. All right, residential district.
Good to see you.
What do we got? Deliver rice. I mean, I'll accept it, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. Eliminate mushroomers. Yes, that's more what I want. All right, so I hope that rice is something I'm going to harvest. No, it looks like something I need to buy. Yikes. Okay, mushroomers are up here. Now, if that truly is only one, this should be just right for us. Mince battle. Okay, so the three of us, I think, again, we're going to do the same plan. We'll let him come to us if we can. Okay, he may not be moving forward. Let's move up some.
If you wish.
It shall be done.
I heard him. Oh, there's water. Oh, there he is. Water over there. Okay, so
This way.
a little bit on the annoying side.
my way.
He's taking the high ground. Gotta be careful, because if he jumps off there and starts swinging. Okay. We'll move up, and we'll take our own swing. 43. Oh! Oh! Oh, you're killing me. Slight fatigue. Alright, we'll wait. Ouch.
Yeah, all right, I'll go.
Yeah, could you... Yeah, there you go. This is why we hired you. Alright, I'm willing to go pretty deep into his fatigue. There it is. Okay. Hooray. I'm definitely desecrating him because I'm poor. We took no damage. We got an imperfect militia pike. I will take it. If we're going to fight these guys who have really bad light armor, I'm definitely going to use these spears that do bonus damage. Oh, we got some... We stole his milk. There you go. Okay, deliver rice and deliver bread. We have 5 days to do it. I mean, how expensive is rice and bread? I can't imagine that that's going to be worth the the money. Okay, so commercial district.
Can't find better prices.
Looking for rice and bread. Maybe it's only 4 of this rice. That wouldn't be so bad. That being said, though, I mean, it's not like I can afford it. Sausage, yeah, none of that. Oh, I see. This is like a worse version of that. Okay, we should check and see what we actually have on.
Wise choice.
Did I give him... Oh, I guess no one else has a knife, so I guess that's fine. I'll keep that as a possible weapon. Okay, anyone else to buy from? Not here. Caravans? No. All right, so we need some more money if we're going to buy rice. And obviously more money if we're going to buy bread. Mission at the guard post. Hello.
Greetings.
You got a quest? Deliver one-handed sword. The least valuable items are... Sorry, I don't... Oh, I guess maybe holding onto those knives. Do they count as swords? Yes. Okay, so if I hold on to 4 of those, we could do those type of quests. All right. All right. I'm willing to believe that. All right, there's someone back here that might have a quest. No, I don't want that. That is not very good UI. Hiding people behind buildings. All right, go talk to him. Got a quest I can do?
Village.
Mushroomers,
Please
yes.
Be careful, friend.
All right, apparently we just really hate it when people go out mushrooming. Or maybe that's like an insult in this world. Ah, your father was a mushroomer. All right, chase him. We have that extra 10% speed. I think that shows. All right, 14 versus 7. All right, please don't have a million range weapons. Okay, great.
This way.
All right, we'll move close. Oh. Oh. All right, that is a javelin. I was right in that other fight. All right, that's 5 and that's 7. We'll take the 5. All right, kind of important that we just kill this guy. That was blocked. So was that. Okay, you're done. Wow. Okay, not how I would have chosen that to go down if I was the one picking.
On my way.
All right, so we have thrust. 14 to 18 damage. Does extra damage to armor. Pretty good, actually. Even better accuracy. But costs 6 more stamina. Damage to light armor is 200%. I'm going to take the higher hit chance, though. We seem to be struggling. Oh. Oh, this is ranged. Okay. Well, regular attack then. Okay. Yikes. I'm glad you parried, so we did something. Mister, I'm gonna throw things. All right, move to here and then move to there. I like that I'm able to do moves like that. All right, we have shield wall. Shield block chance increases and enters a vigilant state to watch for approaches. Immediately attacks and knocks back enemies from the front. Charges forward and strikes the enemy with the shield, deals damage to the target, and guarantees a stun. I assume if you hit. All right. But we don't need that. Armor broken. We gave him trembling hands. I accidentally clicked on his arms. I didn't mean to do that, but it worked out. Okay, we're pooped. All right, we're in some danger over here. I really need you to land a hit. Okay, you're done. Ouch. Here's done. Okay, at least everyone's tired, so it's not just one of us. Oh, okay, you can still throw while you're in melee. That's good to know. I have a feeling you are dead. Oh, guys, you gotta land something here. Okay, I think we just have to rest. Mortally wounded by a rock. Blocked. Man, these shields are making a fool out of me. Can we hit him again? Apparently the arms are the only thing I'm allowed to hit. I have no idea why. Alright, let's at least move here, but you're too tired to swing. Ah, class. Oh, my weapon broke or they disarmed me. One of the two. Punch him in the face. Nice. In the face. We're pooped. Oh my goodness. Mortally wounded. Is this the end? Is this the end? One thing I will say, so it's interesting that you can spend a bunch of attacks. So like you could just keep swinging until you're out of stamina. So unlike say Battle Bros where you mainly get 2, maybe 3 attacks ever, some of these guys, if you set it up right, can do like 4 or 5 attacks. That's pretty brutal. Also, those javelins. That definitely did not help. Now, it said mortally wounded. It didn't necessarily say dead, so I'm also curious to know if, like, it's not instantly fatal. You broke the armor. But mortally wounded. Oh, bitter defeat. The battle ended in defeat, but you barely survived. Interesting. I was expecting game over. Permanent injury. I guess main character syndrome, maybe, that we can do that. What kind of permanent injuries do we have? We'll take all the stuff. A departed comrade. We could erect a grave. We could leave fair. Sure. There you go. We laid you to rest. All right, and you, I'm too poor. Sorry. Oh, interesting. You actually put a little grave on the map. All right, well, that's all right. We were out of time anyway. So initial impressions, pretty good. Pretty good. A little janky. I find it strange that I have to push a button to then move in combat. Just something I'd have to get used to. At least I wouldn't accidentally move, I suppose. So, you know, that's handy. I like the graphics. It has kind of that like medieval painting-esque look to it. I like the style quite a bit. It definitely seems like there's interesting things going on in towns. Now, later on, I think you can actually like conquer towns. So it's very Bannerlord in that manner and like admin them yourself. Obviously, there's a lot more to combat here. We barely scratched the surface, but I think for a just quick little taste, I think that was pretty decent. So if you like, again, Bannerlord and Battle Brothers, I think this might be one you'd want to check out. Steam demo's up. I don't think I saw any dates for early access or anything, but I could be wrong on that. So definitely check their Steam page to see if there's any updates on that. If you enjoyed this scout report here, don't forget to leave a like on it. It helps me a ton. If you're not subscribed, I hope I've earned your subscription. I'd love to have you back. Want to support the channel? You can always leave a super thanks here. Join me live for a super chat. Check out the channel memberships or the Patreon linked in the channel info. All right, builders, get out there and get on the battlefield, and I'll catch you next time. Babel out.